My guest today is Ian Rayner.
Hello.
Born in the hot summer of 1986 to parents Keith and Beverly. Ian grew up in the sleepy Suffolk village of Moulton, where he would often be seen running around, swinging from rope swings, setting fire to trees, or climbing up a goalpost to retrieve his trousers. Children could be cruel. After a mediocre education and a string of shabby jobs, including a pot wash and General Builder's tea-boy number 3, he finds himself at the sharp end of sales for a bustling builder's merchant, house owner and soon-to-be husband to his sweetheart Laura. Hello, Ian Rayner.
Hello, Tony. Thanks for that.
So I haven't really told you about this.
No, you haven't.
You've never listened to...
How do you know about the goalpost ones? I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you told me that. We might as well start with that.
Was it my underpants or my trousers?
I think you said underpants.
I think it might have been underpants. I think I was fully naked in the park of Moulton. And the bigger boys had hung the pants up.
And you had to climb up the lamppost. Or the skull post.
Climb and get them.
Just naked.
Laughter. I wasn't laughing.
So, but I laugh now.
Yeah, I can laugh now. But yeah.
I remember you telling me that story. I haven't really brought that out since. But so Desert Island Discian, pertinent people, around the world. They talk about their, I think, 7 discs. We're only going to do 3 today.
Like your Piers Morgans, that sort of thing. Like
Hope Piers Morgan.
Well, he does that sort of,
you're saying he's the... Yeah, no. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, he has...
He could also do his own one, though.
Well, this is like Radio 4. It's quite... they might have, like, not anymore, Stephen Hawkins, or... Maybe that's a bad example.
Yeah.
poor just passed. Oh, anyway, so... what's going to happen is you're going to be washed away to a desert island, and if you're only allowed to ever take 7 songs with you, or 3 songs, Ian Rayner, you're going to tell me what these 3 songs are. So let's talk about your life first. I'll know about the early years. So you obviously grew up in Moulton.
Correct, yeah. Little village.
A little fiery ginger-haired boy, aren't you?
Correct, yeah.
So you just walking around. What's your earliest memories?
Oh, geez, that's a tough question. My earliest memory, what?
Have you got
the
any?
Village?
Yeah, go on. Or
I've got a hell of a lot of memories from the village.
Go ahead. The floor's yours.
Okay, so obviously I've lived in a couple of houses in Moulton. 3 houses, actually. So the first house was around the... Okay, going back quite early, I've got fairly strong memory of learning to ride a bike.
Who taught you?
A big thing. Dad, I suppose it would have been. And I remember we lived on the slant on a corner, and I just remember that first time that... when you're trying to do something,
yeah.
you're like you're juggling recently,
yeah,
and that
day
it just goes over the hill and you just start to get it. I remember that. I've got loads of memories from that house, but yeah, a lot of happy memories, really. It's nice village. A lot of friends around there,
And then,
nice.
So obviously you went to school in Moulton.
Correct, Moulton Primary School. Yeah, it's changed a lot since then. It's very small it was back then, but it's been extended and.
Has it?
Yeah, it's been extended like at least 3 times, I think.
How many people in your class do you remember?
20, maybe.
Was you a good performer?
All right, I think. I don't think I was naughty then, I don't think. Yeah, I think it was right, just in the middle, I suppose.
It's weird because, obviously I was with you.
I've actually got one of your school reports here. Tell us the exact...
We've got your first teacher rolling in. This isn't, this is your life. But obviously you was a young lad, Moulton, very sleepy little village. But quite tight, isn't it? So you always knew what was going on.
Mm. Yeah, it's tight knit.
Anything else you could tell me about that?
The headmaster had an affair with... No, they didn't. That was...
Oh, I thought that was going to be some absolute dirt then.
No. They might have done. They didn't.
No?
No.
I should have given you a bit more heads up what I was going to ask you, because you might have had a few anecdotes.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you might just be able to roll something off. Well, okay, so you went to... actually, we'll talk about school. Well, okay, we go on to Newmarket. It's where you went, and when you met me. Year 5.
Yes. So, yeah, obviously primary school was young. Yeah, I've got a few memories from school. But, yeah, middle school. What age are you in middle school?
10, isn't it? Year 5, roughly.
Yeah, so we met in year 5. We had a silly little basketball game.
Yeah.
Remember that? I remember walking into a post and my head bleeding profusely. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I saw you the next day. Because you were like my best friend at the time. I remember this.
Yeah.
We were quite close. And so I was like, where's he? We're going to play for lunch. Oh, he said go home. He's banged his head. He's
got
in
a
the
bad
hospital,
injury.
Is it? and there was like blood on the floor. Of course, that's a big thing at school.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing you the next day because I thought, well, he's not going to be in for 2 years now.
He's probably dead.
Yeah, they probably had to induce a coma.
Do you know what happened during my lunch break?
Yeah.
And I remember walking through, obviously, like, they had staggered lunches at school, and I remember walking, like, through the cafeteria and, like, just these, like, 100 shocked kids.
Screams.
People just,
well, nobody had seen blood at that time.
And that was a lot of blood as well.
Was it all dripping down your face?
Yeah,
was it?
just caked in blood everywhere.
I remember seeing you the next day,
heavy.
and you had, like, a little bit of, I don't know what you call that, bit of tape.
A graze, Tony.
I bet they call that a graze, Ian.
I think I was with a current girlfriend at the time, actually.
I think you may have been.
And I'm pretty sure we were hand in hand when it happened. I was just gazing into her eyes.
Really?
Yeah. And then bang, walked straight into the post. She left me soon after that. She got around, actually.
Did she?
I think she had, like...
Don't use the name.
I can't even remember it, but I'm pretty sure I don't mind saying this, but Matt O'Brien, one of our friends now,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she moved straight onto him.
What, after you?
Yeah, like a boyfriend for her. That was enough. Do you know what I mean? But at 10 years old, it doesn't really mean as the same, does it?
Well, after you'd banged your head, she probably thought...
He's weak.
And
Not interested.
okay, lovely. Well, Ian, you've obviously picked your first song. Do you want to tell me about that?
So, okay, we're
Give a
relating this
backstory
back
behind
to... okay, this probably would be about this time, actually.
I can tell you it's released in 1996.
So basically, how old would I have been in 1996, actually?
10.
Perfect. So when I was living in Malton, actually, I had a friend called Alex.
Yeah.
He was American. I think they worked on the base, and he lived just a few doors down in St Peter's Avenue, not close, that's later on. And I remember I was around his house one day, and this album's come on.
Right.
Now, when you're a kid, the only music that you really listen to is the music that your parents listen to in the house.
Yeah. Which
And-
would have been?
Which would have been... Do you know what? It's quite funny, like, I don't want to slate it because they've got... I listen to their music taste now, and I think they've got a great taste in music, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously,
So
what
Pink
was it, 70s,
Floyd's.
80s stuff at the time? Yeah, Darren was into...
Genesis,
Supertramp. Yeah,
Supertramp,
Genesis, all
right.
that, Pink Floyd, Phil Collins... Well, he was Genesis, wasn't he? Phil Collins.
Phil Collins was, yeah.
Um,
Peter Gabriel.
but at the time, that's just all you listen to, isn't it, you know?
Yeah.
So I've gone round this lad's house, and this album's come on. And I just thought to myself, well, I don't know what this is, but I like it.
It's the
I
future of
fucking
music.
like it. This is... Why haven't I heard this before? And I guess
Turn that up, gangster.
You hear like your pop music and stuff, like the chart stuff. This Top of the Pops, it would have been, wouldn't it?
And I
suppose?
remember back then, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I remember Americans being very cool people. If you met an American, they were like... Because they had certain foods they can get access to
At
on the base.
yeah, sweets and stuff. A lot of good stuff on the base.
So was it the same? Like, obviously,
Yeah, I went to the base a couple of times with them, and just like, yeah, it's exciting. It's just-
mind-altering.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts there. So if I may, a
Yeah,
little
go on, go on.
story. When I heard this album, I thought to myself, as a child, I must have this. Mum and Dad weren't really into it, but they didn't know about it. So I said, right, Mum, for Christmas, I'd like this album, please. I've heard it, I love it. And they bought it, they listened to it. Whoa, pause that. There's a lot of swear words.
Oh, really?
A lot of swear words. And they're both scratching their heads saying, Ian, you can't listen to this.
Oh.
This is too much. Like, mate, little ginger Ian and Moulton.
Yeah, 10 years old.
Say boo to a goose. Like, I might have said the word bollocks once, maybe.
What did I say on air?
Well, I already have. But anyway, so there's a lot of foul language. But I said, I like the style of the music stuff. So what Mum did actually, she copied the CD onto a tape, and she went through the entire album and blanked out every single swear word. Just like stopped it, like paused it,
Really?
and then like restarted it. Yeah.
What a lovely thought.
Every
I can
single
imagine
swear
it
word was
chop
blanked
and
out.
change.
Yeah, but that's all I knew, really. Because
Yeah.
I'd only heard it for 5 minutes. Every time I know, then later in the years when I like heard it again, I was used to the version which just went "Rrr," and just cut out. So
So you were like, why is he swearing so profusely? What is this? This must be the radio edit.
So this is one of the tracks from the album. The artists are the Fugees,
Yeah.
and it was probably my first taste of rap music.
This is Ready or Not.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you find you and take it slow.
That was the Fijis, Ready or Not.
The Fugees, not the Fijis. Mount Fiji.
Well, I wasn't very, yeah, okay. Anyway, that was the Fugees. So, obviously you said you went to school. Obviously did your GCSEs in Newmarket.
Correct,
How did
yeah.
that go?
Yeah, well, generally.
Do you remember what you got?
Yeah, I do. I got 4 Bs, 4 Cs and 2 Ds.
Lovely. What was your, double Ds there? What was your favourite subject?
Favourite subject? At the time I used to quite like... Oh, actually no, that's backfired.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was middle school when I used to like it. That was actually one of my Ds in upper school, so forget that. It was going to be history. I
Really?
used to like history, yeah. When I think, what did I like at school? What subjects did I like? Don't know. I think a lot of it depends on the teacher at school as well. Because, like, are you really, like, into stuff at that age? You really get into stuff and enjoy stuff? I don't know. I guess you do.
Some students.
Did you?
It's not about me, Ian. Carry on.
It's about me. I mean, the subjects that I did alright in. Science, didn't mind science, but then, I don't know, they've all got their fair share of waff to them as well, you know? But, yeah, you know, I did what I needed to.
And then you went to college?
Went to college, did electrical engineering.
Do you remember studying there?
No, I remember going to the pub quite often.
Oh, yeah?
Good times, actually, there. So, funny enough, actually, that was at a time when we were, as you mentioned earlier, quite close in primary school and through... No, sorry, middle school. But then towards the end of middle school, sort of tailed off a little bit. And then going into upper school, we were sort of like in similar groups and not hanging around so much still. But then it was at college when I got a phone call one day from you, and I thought, what's Tony ringing for? And it was out of the blue for you to ring me. It was like,
Yeah, but
you'd have never ever rung me.
I don't think I had
maybe
your
not-
number, to be fair.
Yeah, you might have got it. It might have been like a random number, and you would have probably never rung me in like 3
No.
years. Hello? All right, it's Tony from school. Oh. Hello, this is Ian. Have you got the right... Yeah. You know, why have you rung me? We're doing the same course at college. Really? Which one? The engineering. Oh, okay. I went and told Mum about it. Guess what, Mum? I've got a friend at what, Tony? Well, that nutter. He'll be a bad influence on you, Ian.
Do you want to highlight if that was true or not, Ian?
It was the other way around, really. You've gone on to be a successful engineer. I bailed out halfway through the course.
So you dropped out of college 2 years in.
Yeah.
Was that right? 2 years? Yeah.
Well, actually, I
said it
dropped out a year and a
course.
half in.
Yep.
Was it 2 years? Yeah, it was 2 years. I dropped out a year and a half, a year and a bit in. Not much happened in the second year. The pub happened quite a bit.
Did you actually see it through to the end?
Yeah, I redid it.
No, but what I mean is, did you see college right through to the last exams? Just didn't actually sit them. Or
No,
did you
no,
literally
no.
just not
No, it's
just stop
halfway.
going in?
It's pointless.
See,
I was getting so far behind.
Knowing you, what I've known of you throughout the years.
Yeah.
See, I can't remember you dropping out, but I could never imagine you doing something like that. Just dropping out.
Rebel, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're not a rebel.
Well,
We've
I
established
was there.
that.
I sometimes used to
You're
trump out
one-
loud in class. I got thrown out for that a couple of times.
Every now and again, I would tell a class joke.
No, do you know what? At college was the naughtiest I've been, actually.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. I used to at school I was quite well behaved throughout my whole school life, but at college I was a little bit naughty, actually.
Yeah.
But then,
I think you're just bored of it.
yeah, I wasn't really into it. So then I got offered a full-time job in between when it wasn't going so well, and I suddenly thought, wait, hang on a minute, I'm doing something that I hate. I'm getting further and further behind. There's not a chance of me catching up, and I don't want to. Or this person's going to pay me this much an hour to come and do some work. So I thought, yeah, why not? Took the chance. Didn't work out. I was there for a couple of months. They offered me the world, and that's what it's often like, isn't it? That was at Chimneys.
Chimneys. You was pot wash there for a while, weren't you?
Well,
Was that how it worked? They were like, come and be our head chef, and you were like...
well, the reason why I got the job, and this was you as well, if you remember, we were, and one of our listeners as well,
Oh.
M. Babs.
Holla!
Hello. He was also he's a waiter, I think, but for Tassels, wasn't it?
I think I only did it twice, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
I did it loads.
Well, no,
Well,
that's your job.
Well, no,